Welcome back to Advantage Talks. We're with Explora Journeys, and if you've missed part 1 and part 2, you really need to go back and see those, because you would have missed some really amazing information and some great tips on how you can make Explora Journeys really work for you. I'm delighted that Chris Austin has joined us again. Hello, Chris.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good,
Thank
good.
you so much.
And again, because there's so much information, should we just dive straight in and start asking you the questions? So look, what advice would you give to one of our members to become an Explora Journeys expert?
Oh, fantastic question. Thank you very much. First thing you should actually do is go to our Travel Advisor Center. And so you can get there via our website. Just click on the Travel Advisor link and actually fill out, obviously, the profile form there. Access our knowledge suite and actually start studying up and using the resources we've got there. Additional resources in the marketing suite. You know, Video is such a powerful media, and so share the videos, share some of the photography. I actually think the lobby of our ship looks so stunning. It really brings together that cosmopolitan, vibrant, boutique hotel feel of the ship. Use it, send it to a client and say, I've just fallen in love with this new resort, and I want to tell you about it. Maybe don't mention the word cruise, not because we don't really, we love what we're doing, we love the industry, but we are Explora Journeys. And actually it's about attracting those existing cruisers and those new to cruise. So, you have to think about selling in a different way. So my tips are basically leverage the resources you obviously provide all your members, and my team. In the United Kingdom, we've got a fantastic team led by Pretty Meta, Jenny and Andrew on the team, and they're experts as well. So lean in, use the ambassadors, use the by appointment service, the by appointment plus service that we talked about in the prior conversation we had. So and we're going to look forward to welcoming I hope many of your members on board in the future,
I'm sure
John.
We're all looking forward to that as well. So yeah, we can't wait. Look, you made a really good point there as well about the whole cruise thing, and I think from a member point of view is that actually don't just think about your cruise customers. Think about this as an offering to all of your customers. I think sometimes we get a bit pigeonholed in thinking just about cruise, and it appeals to a much wider audience. Yeah. The other thing that everybody talks about these days, and we couldn't not mention it, and actually we did mention it very briefly in an earlier episode, but sustainability.
Absolutely.
Where is Explora Journeys on sustainability credentials, and how does that look for you?
Yeah, again, very important question actually to ask. Our family owners, they've had 300 years of legacy on the oceans, the Aponto Vargo family, and protecting the world's oceans is absolutely critical. For the next generation, doing the right thing environmentally. So our ships are actually designed very sustainably future forward. The first ship, Explora 1 and Explora 2, they actually have plug-in ship-to-shore power. Now, of course, John, you need the shore to be able to allow us to do that. So, and that's part of the problem, actually. But building our ships to be environmentally focused, people don't want to talk about it, but the next generation waste management systems are very, very important. We have RENA noise cancelling certification and the devices which ensures we protect the hearing of the mammals in the oceans as well. Now, as we move forward and build ships 3 and 4, actually, interesting enough, they're going to be LNG powered, which means we're generating our own electricity stored in battery packs so we can run portions of the hotel operation, or have a short time of obviously being on the journey sailing. But we've actually had to add 19 more meters to the length of the ship to add the battery packs. So what do we do with 19 more meters? Well, the shipbuilders, Fincantieri, suggested we could put 45 plus more suites in. We've said no. We're putting seven or eight more suites in. We're going to put a second owner's residence, so we'll have 2 owners' residences and other larger suites in the ship. And then, of course, we've got more guest spaces, maybe a new wine bar, a lounge or something for guests too. So that speaks to we're optimizing the guest experience and not maximizing just the space. Yeah. Ships 5 and 6, actually, the way that they're going to be powered isn't even designed today. And so the family are really pushing the boundaries on sustainability and doing the right thing. Our godmother for the very first ship is Dr. Sylvia Earle. She's an amazing oceanographer. If you've never watched Mission Blue, please do so, and you'll understand why Dr. Sylvia Earle is our godmother, and she really puts the footprint on our focus for sustainability, and as I say, protecting the oceans. It's not just the oceans as well. We have to protect the destinations we visit. We have to do the right thing for, of course, our guests on board, our hosts on board, and the people in the countries and the destinations we visit as well. Sustainability means no plastics, so you won't find plastics on board the ship actually. A common question that people ask today, you know, do you have plastics? And the answer is no.
You made a really good point there, but look, actually I think the whole piece around sustainability, and it's clear that, you know, it's really impressive what you've undertaken. And I think, you know, a lot of the things you just touched on plastics, then it's the obvious stuff, but I think there was a lot of other stuff you talked about which was a lot less obvious, you know, i.e. protecting mammals from sound, etc. And I'm not sure any of us would even thought about that. So I think you're definitely impressive credentials.
Well, and John, actually, I think for your members, they should ask the question to their clients: Is sustainability important to you? You know, when you're in a hotel and you see the little sign, you know, wash or not wash, what do you do? Because if it's important to a client, tell the story. And actually, it doesn't have to be all in the head. You can use the resources and you can tell the story accurately to your clients. And then that connects them to the brand again, and maybe the purchase decision as to why they make a booking.
No, agreed. And look, I'm not going to ask you about it today, but I know when we were talking earlier, you were telling us about, you know, staff welfare and recruitment, and actually there's some great stories in there, which I think we should talk about another time, because I think, again, from a customer point of view, you know, customers now are concerned about the welfare of staff and, you know, and how staff are treated and looked after. So there's a whole nother bit we can talk about them. This year is a big year for Explora Journeys. July, we have a really important time. What is happening with Explora Journeys? What are we going to see happening? What's about to happen for you to make your world go crazy, or crazier?
Yeah, indeed. Well, you know, we're an intangible brand at the moment, so July 17 actually makes us tangible. So our ship is on time for a delivery at the end of June, Explora 1, and she'll be delivered, and we'll actually have our very first maiden journey. Prior to July 17, we're actually naming the ship. So that's when Dr. Sylvia Earle, our godmother, will obviously name the ship, and that's in Rome on July the 8th. And then we'll be obviously embarking on our first year of journeys. Northern Europe, around the United Kingdom, Iceland, Greenland, and through the Maritimes of North America into the Caribbean, South America, through the Panama Canal and the Western Seaboard, finishing the first year actually with a round trip in Vancouver. Now you come then to around the summer period of 2024. And our second ship, Explora 2, is currently under construction. We just had the keel laying actually, and the coin ceremony, very traditional in shipbuilding, very important. But she'll launch mid-August of 2024. So we'll then have two ships. And then obviously 4 and 5 actually will come in 26 and 27. And then 5 and 6, 27, 28. So we will have 6 ships all by the end of 2028. So a lot happening. We'll be taking your clients, your members' clients, all around the world, and offering some wonderful journeys for them to experience.
You've a lot going on, that's for sure.
We do.
No, I've got one final question for you. So, the nice thing about Advantages and members, we're all really great at keeping secrets. Right? So have you got a secret you can tell us about Explora Journeys that nobody knows yet?
That's a great question, actually, John. So yeah, it's one of our secrets, perhaps. Not so much of a secret. You know, retail on board is very important for our guests, and we've really developed and curated a unique way we're going to deliver retail. We've got The Journey. It's going to have 30 artisanal brands, actually, that you won't have found anywhere else, and also 4 monobrand shops of watches. Remember, we're a Swiss company. We're headquartered in Europe, so we're going to have watches. 4 Swiss watch companies, the first at sea. I can't actually name what they are yet, but I think people are going to be highly impressed when they see that on the ship.
Oh, I'm partial to a watch. I can't wait to find out who they are. Listen, look, we could just carry on talking to you because you just do such a lovely job of bringing the product to life, and I'm sure there's plenty more we can talk about, but for now we're out of time. Look, thanks so much for joining us on these videos, and we're really excited to be part of your journey as well. So thanks, Chris.
Thank you, John, and thanks everybody as well. We're committed to you, and thank you so much for your support.